Hi all, Varun here. So in this video, we'll see about how we can build a custom login page for a community in a Salesforce. So this is my community here, and here you can see a login page. This is the standardized one which is provided by Salesforce, and it has like three sections. One is for the username and other is for password, and also we have a button called as login page. And here I've entered my username and password and just click on login button here, and this allowed me to log into this community here. So now we're gonna build a custom login page for this. So I'm gonna use a lightning component for this. So instead of using this standard login page, we're gonna create a new custom login page for this. To create a new custom login page, I'm gonna use lightning component here. So I'm gonna create a new lightning component here. To create a new lightning component, go back to your Salesforce instance and just go to developer console, and this is my developer console. Here I'm gonna create a new lightning component. To create a new lightning component, click on file, new, and just select lightning component, and I'll name this as new custom login form, and I'm gonna check this checkbox called as lightning community page. So we're gonna embed this component into our lightning communities. That's the reason I'm just checking this box here. So first, this is the lightning component which we created. I'm gonna open the controller and helper file as well. Yes. So now I'm gonna add a lightning card inside my component here. So this is my lightning card. So it's time to embed our component into our lightning community. So I'm going to embed this component into our lightning community login page. To embed our lightning component, just go back to our Salesforce instance, go to setup, and search for all communities in setup search bar. Just search for all communities and just open the communities which you created. So this is the community which I created called as treasures. So this is the community which I created, and here you can see two actions. One is workspaces and other is a builder. Just click on this builder action, and this is the builder. Once you open the builder, you can see a drop down called you can see a drop down here at the top of the page, and if you click on this drop down button, and you can see the option called as login. Just click on this login option. This will open the login screen, and here you can just drag and drop your own customized components, the components which you have in, or just drag and drop and decorate your login page as good as possible. And this is the standard login form which is provided by Salesforce. So now I'm going to use my custom login form here. So uh, I'll use my custom login form here. So you can see this is the login form, this is the component which we created. I'll just drag this form here. As of now, we have added only lightning card. That's the reason it's showing me a empty one. And I'll just delete this standard lightning login form provided by Salesforce. I'll just delete it, and I'll just publish this page. Just click on publish and publish the community here. Now if I go back to my community page and just refresh again, and you can see here this is the new custom login form. So now I'm gonna add a lightning layout in our component here. So I'll just go back to my developer console. So this is my developer console. Inside this lightning card, I'm gonna add a lightning layout, and I'll just make use of attribute called as multiple rows. I'll just make this as true. Multiple rows is equal to true. So inside this layout, I'm gonna add my layout item of size is equal to 12, and I'm gonna give the padding as around small. Yes. So inside this layout item, I'm gonna add my lightning input. Type is equal to text, and I'm gonna give the label as username, and also I'll just give an our ID. Let's give the our ID as username, and here I'm gonna mark this field as required. Just use the required attribute and make this true. Yes, that's it. So this is one layout item which includes username. I'm gonna add another layout item. So inside this layout item, I'm gonna add another lightning input which holds the password. and this time the type is equal to password, and label I'm gonna give it as password, and our ID I'm gonna give it as the same one, password. I'll just mark this field as required. Yes, now we have added two layout items, one for username and another for password. And similarly, I'm gonna add another layout item here. So in this layout item, I'm gonna add a button called as login button, and I'll just want to align that button right at the center of the page. For that, I'm gonna use this div class SLDS align absolute center. So inside this div, I'm gonna add my lightning button here. Label, I'll just make this as label should be login, and variant is brand, and on click I'm going to call this function called as on login. So let's call this function called as on login. Yes. Now if I go back to my login page and just refresh this page, and you can see here we have it's still loading. Yeah, now you can see here we have like three layout items, one username, and another is password, and another is login. Yeah, now we are fine. So now we have to add the UI part is done, so now we have to add some logic in our controller here. So I'm going to add this function called as on login in my controller, and here I'm going to check if I'll do some initial validation, like if the user has entered username and password. So I'm going to do some initial validation here. So for that I'm going to just capture the username into this variable called as username. I'm going to make use of this component.find. I'll just get the value entered by the user, the username entered by the user. So based on this our ID, I'm going to get the value of it. Component.find username.getv.value. Similarly, I'm going to get the password as well. I'll just copy this, and instead of this, I'm going to give the variable name as pwd, and our ID for the password is password. Now I'm going to check if username not equal to empty string and password not equal to empty string. If both are not equal to empty string, then only I'm able I'll allow the user to log in. Else I'm gonna throw a alert message or a error message called as please enter a valid username and password. Yes. Now if I go back to my login page here and just refresh this page, and I'll just make this username and password blank and just click on login, and you can see here alert message called as please enter a valid username and password. Yeah, that's good. That's working fine. Now I'm gonna create a new helper function here. I'll just name this helper function as login helper, and it should be. So I'm gonna call this helper function from my controller here. So once the user has entered username and password, I'm gonna call this function called as login helper. Here I'm gonna pass the username and password as well to this helper function. Username and password. I'll add the similar thing here as well, the helper function. So now it's time to create an Apex class, the controller for this component here. To create a Apex class, click on File, New, Apex class. I'll just name this as new custom login form controller. Yes. So now in this Apex class, first thing is I'm going to create a method, and I'll just annotate the method as Aura enabled. And just create a method. For as of now, I'll just make the return type as void. Name this method as login, and it has like it should accept three parameter. One is username and other is password and other is the start URL. Start URL is nothing but once the user has logged into the community, which URL he needs to be redirected. So we have to pass the start URL from the Lightning component. So we have to pass username, password, and start URL from the Lightning component to this Apex class. So inside this method, I'm gonna add a try catch block first. If there is any exception, I'll just call the exception in this try catch block and just and system.debug to print the message. So here we have to write a logic to log in the user to community. To log in the user to community using Apex, you can use this syntax here. Should be Apex page, uh, Apex page dot page reference, Apex pages dot page reference. Should be, I'll just make this as login, and here I'm gonna give site dot login. I'm gonna pass the username and password and the start URL. Yes. Now I'm gonna redirect the user to this page reference. So once the username and password is correct and valid, then it will automatically log in the user to community. And if there is any error, if the username is incorrect or a password is incorrect, those exception is caught in the catch block, and just we have to return those error message and show it in the UI. So if the username and password is correct, so we have to redirect it. So we can do this using aura redirect to login page. I mean LGN, and if and here I'm going to return. So I'll just change the return type of this method to string. So if we able to log in successfully, I'm going to return success here, and if the catch block is executed, that means he has any error like incorrect, invalid username or password. I'm going to return the error message coming from the catch block. Yeah, so this is the error message. So this is our method. So our method consists of three parameters, which accepts three parameters. One is username, password, and start URL. So based on that username, password, and start URL, we are just checking like if the username and password is invalid, then this block will be executed and it will return the error message. What's the error message? And if they are valid, it will automatically redirect. Yeah. So now we have to call this Apex class from our helper function. So this is our helper function. So here we have to call our Apex class. To call our Apex class, we have already got this code here. Calling a server side controller here. Just copy this code here from the documentation. And here we have to do some changes here. So instead of this CMP, we have to give the component. And here we have to replace the method name here. So just go to our Apex class. So this is the method name which we created. Just copy the name and place it here. And here we have to pass the parameters here. So we have to pass the parameters, and you can see here the first parameter is username. I'm gonna map the username with the username entered by the user in the login page, and the other parameter is password. So here I'm gonna map the password entered by the user. And for the start URL, I'm going to create a new attribute called as start URL. Start URL is nothing but uh, so once the user has logged into the community, which URL he should be redirected. So that's the start URL. Just name this as string itself, and default value I'll provide this as. So I'm gonna give any start URL here. So as of now, I'll use the start URL. So once the user log into the community, so he'll be able to redirect it to this URL. So let's go back to my console and just paste the start URL and use the start URL and just send it to the Apex class. uh, this is the one, and we have to map with this attribute called as start URL. Should be component dot get v dot start URL. Yeah, so now we are calling our Apex class, Apex method called as login, and we are passing the username, password, and the start URL. And here we have to check. If you observe in the Apex class, we are returning success if the username and if he able to redirect, or else if the catch blocks is executed, we are just returning the error message here. So we have to check. We have to write a condition here to check. So I'm gonna do one thing. I'll just alert. I'll just comment out this alert box. And if the response dot get state is success, I'm gonna check if response dot get return value not equal to success. That means there is some error and catch block has been executed. Then I'm gonna print the error message. Nothing but we are getting the error message in the same response dot get return value, and just print the alert box. Yes. Now it's done. So now I'm gonna go back to my community page and just do a refresh here. I just refresh the page, and here I'm gonna enter some dummy username and password and just check and click on login. And I'll try to check if it's throwing an error message like invalid username or password. So now you can see here I've entered some dummy username and password, and I'll just try to log in here. I think it's now not reflecting anything. Just check the console here. Uh, Uh, I think this functionality is not working here. Let's check what's happening in the code. I'll just go back to my developer console here. Uh, I think we did not declare the controller here, so that's my fault. Just declare the controller in the component here. Yes, now just go back to our login page and just refresh this page. And I'll just give the some wrong username and password. Again some wrong username and password, and I'll just try to click on login button here. And you can see an error message called as you do not have access to the Apex class named new custom login form controller. So that means we don't have access to this class. So we have to give the Apex class permission to this profile. So the current profile which we are seeing it now is the guest user profile. So this is a guest user. So we have to give this Apex class permission in our guest user profile. To give this, just go back to your Salesforce instance. So if you go to builder here, and this is the community builder, and you can see an option called as settings. Under this settings you can see guest user profile. So here we have to configure access for guest or unauthenticated users. Just open this profile. Yeah, so in this profile you can see an option called as enabled Apex classes access. Just open this section and just click on edit, and here just select our Apex class which we created. Our Apex class name is new custom login form controller. Just select this Apex class and just drag it to right side and just click on save. Yeah, now it's all good. Now I'm gonna go back to my login page again. So this is my login page. I'll just now close the console and just refresh this page. And here I'm gonna give some dummy username and password. You can see here I've given some dummy username and password. Now I'll just try to click on login here. And you can see here an error message like your login attempt has failed. Make sure the username and password are correct. So that means we have entered the username wrong and password wrong. So that's the reason it's throwing an error. So this error is catched in the catch block. So this error came from the catch block of our Apex class. So this came from this catch block. Now I'll do one thing here. I'll just refresh this page and I'll just provide the current credentials and just try to see if it's allowing me to log into the community or not. Yeah, I have provided the correct credentials for it. I have entered the valid username and password here. Now if I click on login button here, now you can see I'll be able to log into my community, and this is the start URL. Once I successfully log into the community, this is the start URL which we provided in the Apex class, and it is redirected to this URL. So in this way we can build a nice custom login form for a community in Salesforce. So basically, if you want to customize your login page, like you can add a reCAPTCHA one, or an OTP process, or if you want to add your customized CSS, and out of box functionality, you can use this custom login form. Thanks for watching.